Humiliated, can look straight to their eyes. Resting this man, raise on to baby.
And we are talking about civil liberties versus national security.
December 2005. The New York Times reveals President Bush has secretly authorized the National Security Administration to eavesdrop on domestic communication without warrants. This in violation of the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act. But Bush says that this is his executive right to secure the safety of the nation during a time of war. Is this a violation of our rights? Or is this for the safety of the nation?
That since 9/11, 10 terrorist plots have been thwarted by the U.S. and its international allies. That's 10 potential 9/11s that did not happen because of the way the U.S. government and Homeland Security is doing the job.
How do we know? How do we know that these programs that are instilled are really helping?
All of the heads of American intelligence sources, heads of the CIA, the FBI, military intelligence, they have all testified before Congress on numerous occasions that the new tools and abilities that they've been given since 9/11 have been instrumental in helping them catch terrorists. I mean, if you can look at that congressional testimony from the people who are in charge of our intelligence services, how can you dispute?
Filipinos who are not citizens working at San Francisco International Airport losing their jobs because they're airport screeners and the government has classified them as security threats. It's being used as a pretext to attack civil liberties and rights of minorities.
The 9/11 terrorists were caught several times driving cars, given tickets. The 15 of the 19 hijackers were from Saudi Arabia, where Visa Express allowed them to get visas without hardly having their paperwork touched by human hands. And what I see prior to 9/11 was the government wasn't enforcing laws at all.
But the problem that I have, especially with the Patriot Act, is there are gag orders that basically say anytime you have what's called something national security sensitive, the government doesn't have to answer to that. There could be all sorts of egregious behavior on the part of the government that cannot be checked or and just kind of placed away, sort of hidden behind this whole term of national security.
Evidence says that unless the government has a warrant, it shall not conduct unreasonable searches or seizures. Exactly what is unreasonable about a search that involves practically no disruption or destruction of the environment?
Unreasonable searches. You can't go into somebody's home and take photographs.
Absconders, of which there's 500,000 absconders in this country who have been ordered deported.
What is an absconder?
An absconder is somebody who is an immigrant to our country who's been ordered deported but has failed to report for the deportation hearing. And I want you to think of this about what an absconder is. In a country where we can't seem to get rid of anybody, we have ordered 500,000 people out. Might these just be the worst of the worst?
Look, most of these absconders are family people. Okay, I get called every day
They are
by
criminals
people
that have been ordered
who have
deported.
families here who've been here for
Criminals
20,
have families
30
too.
years.
That doesn't give them a free pass in our society.
Marcos regime, when they instituted martial law in the Philippines, was a result of some national security measures. The Japanese, the internment of the Japanese in World War II was a product of national security measures. McCarthyism. The history is replete with instances where the government uses national security as an excuse to be oppressive. The only thing I fear more than terrorism itself and death is an oppressive government that's just going to ruin my life.
Worse than death.
Regardless of all of what you say, we still live in a tremendous country that has terrific personal freedoms, and we're going to continue to enjoy those freedoms. Illegal aliens are not the new civil rights movement. That is not an accurate corollary at all. We certainly have a threat to our country and to our citizens. It's been proven time and time again over the past 2 generations. We're going to have to do what we can to make ourselves secure. There probably will be mistakes because we're not perfect. If we find that we've overstepped and we're impinging on people's liberties where we shouldn't be, we need to adjust that and step back. But we need to do something, and the argument that we can't do anything to make ourselves safer or else we're giving up all our civil rights, I just think is a wrong argument to be made.
I just hope and pray that minorities do not continue to be caught in the crossfire, but we don't know. See you then.
Be heard! Stand